happening, good people? It's our first podcast here, and this is Damien, and I'm your host, Ruiz. So, in our first episode of this podcast, we will be talking about basically, life stuff, anything that comes to mind. We can talk about conspiracy theory. We can talk about anything that this world has to offer. But today we have a few topics. So what do we have?
Let's get into it. So this is our first podcast together, really. So you guys let us know what you think of it. If you want us to cover certain topics, let us know. But yeah, so we're gonna give this a go. And then we're also going to chat about the user comments in our last video. So
Yes.
the DJI range test.
Yes.
That was pretty fun, pretty good. We'll mention again if there's anyone in Calgary. Let's do some range tests if you got a Mini 3.
Oh yeah.
We want to see what the original controller can do. And and then we'll see from there. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. All right. So what do we got first?
Did you just pause it?
Nope.
Oh. So user comments in the video. So what was the most comment that you saw on the video? Like the most frequent comment on the video?
Well, the most frequent comment that I saw was how a lot of people test their own drone compared to ours, that they can reach a mass amount of kilometers on theirs without the mod. But
yeah, some cases were twice the distance of ours.
Yeah, I mean
that's far. That's crazy.
That's good for them, I mean, they don't have to be all negative towards us, like, oh, you just voided your controller,
voided the warranty,
your warranty and everything. And I'm just like, well, that's the whole purpose of why we did that video, right? Yeah. We already knew.
We knew that going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we were going to void our warranty on that controller. So that's what content creators do. I mean, I've seen other content creators void a lot of their devices, and I don't go in and make negative comments, but people are just people. That's just how they are.
Some people have nothing better to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
But another one would be, they want to know what kind of antennas that we're using, and there are several times where I did have to give them what the antenna is and where they can purchase it from.
Yeah, it was a 8 dBi antenna from Amazon, basically. So probably not the greatest one out there in the world, but it worked really good. I was happy with how far it went. A lot farther than you really should be flying your drone.
Yeah.
They were cheap too.
I mean, the other comments too. They were giving me other YouTubers videos to watch, to see how far they go. Mm-hmm. And I've seen one guy, I mean, I clicked on it, I've seen one guy, he was in one island and he flew his drone to another island, and there's no obstruction, there is no wires, there's no airspace, no nothing. It's just an island to another island. I mean, that's great. That's good for you. I mean, here where we live, there's a lot of obstructions, right? There's a lot of wires. No matter where we went, no matter what area we went on, there would be, like, what is that? Airspace area?
Restricted space?
Yeah, restricted space.
Around here, there's a lot of restricted airspace.
Yeah.
We'd like to go out in the national parks, kind of go on top of a mountain and then fly as far as we can. But the government shut all that down. So you get into national park, and it won't let you fly your drone. So
there are signages everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not allowed to.
It's getting bad.
Fly your drone here or there because it disturbs the wildlife. Like the wildlife really cares about what's flying in the air. I mean,
you can barely hear it.
Yeah, they can barely hear it. I mean, the wildlife they get distracted by by other things, helicopters, airplanes,
Hmm.
birds, other birds.
Yep.
And, in certain areas like that, they're concerned about a small drone, which you can barely see even with your eyes, right? So,
Government just likes to get involved in their stuff, and it gets worse and worse, right?
oh
So,
yeah,
you guys know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Government's everywhere. So, what can
Yeah.
you do, right?
yeah. And what else? Comments that we're getting to. I mean,
I know I did post some ads about doing the mods here for people in town, and most of them didn't bother reading the ad. They just tried to buy my controller. So,
really?
Yeah, I got more than half was trying to buy my controller because it, was half the price of a new one. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I had one guy that actually seemed interested and was curious about the differences. So I invited him to come do a range test with us. So we'll follow up with that guy and
Yeah.
see if we can sort that out. That would be awesome. For
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
So-
I mean, a lot of the comments we're getting is positive. It's good. A lot of them are saying that we did a great job. I think we did a good job.
I think we did.
mean,
Yeah.
we had a lot of fun doing it. I mean,
Mhm.
you guys obviously enjoyed it because you guys watched it, you viewed it.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're not affected too much by the negative comments. I mean, all creators and YouTubers will experience that. I mean, I see that a lot too when I watch other YouTubers
Yeah.
themselves. They get a lot of negative comments. So,
People are tough behind a keyboard,
oh yeah,
you know?
they
And,
are.
Screen and keyboard, pretty tough. So
It is.
come out and say it to us.
Yeah, just come out.
Yeah.
you
Come
know.
on out here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you guys want to see Mavic 1 with the Mavic 3 Mini, because
Yeah, we can
you
do
still
that
got
too.
the Mavic 1, right?
Yeah.
So,
I wonder
I'd be
if we can also upgrade the antenna on my Mavic 1.
we should try
Right.
that.
We should try
with
that.
The antennas I've got, or even Wi-Fi antennas.
Yeah.
For your router, from your router. If it's dual band, it should work. And,
But the ones I
try
have
that.
at home they're small from
Ah.
the provider that I got. They didn't come with big antennas.
Well, my internet kicked the bucket. They gave me a new router, so it's got pretty beefy antennas.
Oh
So
wow.
we could take that off and try it. Maybe we'll do that for the next video.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
We'll try that
That'd
on
be
the
fun.
next video.
That would be fun. So,
It would be. But
Alright,
anyways,
guys.
yeah.
So the other topic we had was being forced to upgrade your Windows, your phones, anything like that. I just find it's getting quite ridiculous these days.
That's
You
true.
have to upgrade everything. I've got Windows 7 machine, and I went to update my wife's iPad, and it would not update the iPad because I'm running Windows 7 and not Windows 10. And that really bothers me. I don't like Windows 10. I'm not a fan. Windows 7 is great. You don't get all the updates and whatever, but honestly, it's not been a problem for me. So I don't like all this forced upgrade stuff. I don't know about you, but
Well,
you
I
know.
mean, the updates, they do tweak a little things here and there. I mean, especially with firmware, right?
Yeah.
To make things better. Personally, I like Windows 10, but
You've
Windows-
never tried Windows 7, have you?
I've tried Windows 7. I liked it, but Windows 7 kind of reminds me of Windows Vista, if you remember
Ooh.
Vista.
Ouch. Ouch.
So-
I remember Vista, and I was not a fan. Not
Really?
a fan of that.
Vista
Yeah.
was I like Vista, but Vista didn't last long because they
No.
went to Windows 7 fairly
Mhm.
quickly after that.
Because they
So-
realized Vista was not a good OS. It needed to be baked longer.
That's true.
Yeah, the concept was there. It's just not. It wasn't ready for prime time. So Windows 7 works for me personally. I've tried Windows 10. My friends I know, they got Windows 10. It works fine for them, but for me, for what I like to do on it, I don't want the restrictions. I find, I use a lot of software that didn't pay for, found other means to get it, and
That's
Windows
true.
10.
That's true. I mean,
You got to do what you got to do, right? Some
Yeah.
of these programs are hundreds of bucks, hundreds of
Exactly.
dollars, and it's like I can't afford all that,
Yeah.
And so if it's something I use a lot and I quite enjoy, then I'll consider donating to them or
Yeah.
buying a copy. But I've done that with some software, but for the most part I use it a handful of times, and then I don't need it anymore. But
Mhm.
Windows 10 and Windows 11 even, they make it harder and harder for you to do that, and
Yeah.
that's purposeful, right? Because they want to make sure they're getting their
Yeah.
cut, right? They're getting their money, but
They want their money.
Yeah,
That's
and
the only thing. I mean, I'm subscribed to the software that they have, which is the Office 360.
ooh,
So
you
that I can-
subscribe to that. How
So
much
that
is that? Tell us how much
so
is that? Right?
that's $11 a
Oh.
month. But then imagine that you compute that
for
the
a year,
whole
right?
entire year, right? It does get pricey. Sometimes I do forget, and I look at my account. I'm like, where does $11 go? And I'm just like, oh, it's from Windows. I'm like, oh, great.
Now, how often do you use it? How often are you using Word and Excel and all those programs?
Well,
Are you every day, once
it's,
a week?
it's for between me and my wife. I think we use it like once or twice a week. It's not every day type of thing, but we
Right.
use it so that we can send emails to whatever we need to send it to. But other
So
than
is it
that,
worth
I mean,
$11 for you?
I mean,
is it worth $11 every month?
I
What do you guys think? Is it worth $11? I don't know.
I don't know either, because to
I've
me
never
it
paid for
it is a little pricey for that program, because I remember back in the day when you did get a new computer or a laptop, it did come with it for
Just
free.
came with it, yeah.
It came with it, but now it's like they separate everything.
You think in 5 years you're spending almost $600
Yeah.
in 5 years, and I believe when it first came out, it was like $300 or $400.
Yeah.
Even if it was $500, if you're paying $11 a month for more than 5 years,
Yeah.
you're overpaying essentially. I mean, I still use what is it, 2010. I use Office 2010. Works fine for me. Does all the stuff I need to do.
Yeah.
I don't use Outlook, mind you, for emails and stuff. I do that Gmail, as I'm sure most everyone
Oh
does.
yeah, everybody
so
uses Gmail.
you guys all use it. We use it. So
Yeah.
So for me, the copy of 10 that I've got is great. It's fine.
It is.
And I keep my $11 every month. So
Yeah.
um,
Mine just goes out the window.
he gives his away, but he's a rich guy. He's baller like that.
Oh.
So yeah.
$11. It's expensive. So I suggest that you guys
Yeah.
don't do it. Let me handle that. Well, not for you guys, but
Well, yeah, he'll share his
myself.
key with you. You send him a message, he'll give you his
I'll
key.
give you my key for the
Yeah.
Office 360.
But I think these forced upgrades are getting crazy, and like if you're paying for this, and then you're paying for malware, right? Because malware is the same deal, $100 a year or something like that, for a decent one, I think. Maybe even more for Norton.
That's true, but
You know.
I don't think I have any of the firewalls in my computer. I mean, it tells me.
Well, Windows comes with.
I mean, yeah,
a
I think it
basic
comes with.
firewall,
Yeah.
and virus thing.
But then I don't purchase those other firewalls like.
So
the
you're not
Nortons
paying $100 a year
No.
or $150. Okay.
for
So he's
those
saving money
firewalls.
there.
Yeah.
But he's unprotected, people. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just got the Windows protection, which is, not that.
I mean, Windows.
It's there. It's something, right? But
Windows should protect, the buyer's devices.
you do one of these
Yeah.
guys.
I mean,
cross
it's the same
fingers.
thing with everybody's bank account, right? The bank is responsible for things that's going on in your account. I mean, that's the reason why you're paying that extra fee for a protection plan.
my 25 bucks that sits in my checking account, they protect that.
Yeah,
right? And I'm okay with that. Right? Yeah.
well, Windows should do the same thing. I mean, if Apple can do that, they protect their devices from hackers.
Actually, so today, it's the 19th today, we're recording this. So in the news, I don't know if you heard, but this morning there was this panic update by Apple about their devices and their security. They found a vulnerability that lets a hacker gain complete control of your Apple device. Ooh. And so, I mean, they claim and they're protected and whatever, but they released this urgent news release that everyone needs to upgrade like now or update now.
Wow, really?
Because they found vulnerabilities. So I don't I don't know if I trust. I don't trust any of these institutions really.
Well, no wonder
we're just stuck. We're stuck with it, right? I mean, what else
exactly.
do you do? You need a phone. It's either Apple or Android, and it is what it is, right? So. But it's funny you mentioned that because it came out today, this urgent release from Apple about their.
I guess that's why my wife was updating her
frantically
iPhone.
Updating her phone.
Even her iPad too. And same. I'm not an Apple fan, never was. I
like green apples.
I love Android, and
I got a Galaxy, so
Galaxy's way better, right? Way better.
So what about VPNs? Are you down for paying for a subscription for VPN? I mean, there's another one, right? Most people, well, not most, a lot of people have a VPN, and they're $5, $10, $15 for up there a month for subscription.
Exactly.
So it's like you've got that subscription as well. I heard, was it Subway or Little Caesars? Anyway, some company like that. Where they have a subscription now where you can get on a monthly thing, get a free pizza a month or sub a month or whatever it is, but we're just inundated with this.
But stuff. I think a lot of the companies, even convenience stores, like 7-Eleven, Tim Hortons, I think a lot of those are catching on to having people subscribe to
they like that model every month from 100,000 people are going to give them $5.
But then the one that I like the most is the 7-Eleven. I'm a big 7-Eleven convenience store fan. I mean, ever since I was young. Right? Was that
the big Slurpees, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Slurpee guy. The slushies, they have good food there. I mean, their
food is getting better.
Like I've accumulated over 10,000 points in my subscription with 7-Eleven, so that if I don't have any money and I just have like small amount of spare change, I can get food for free, basically for free if you have the subscription of that. But you pay a small fee for that. It's like $1 something.
You know what? Thinking about the Slurpee guys, Circle K. That's where it's at. Circle K, the old Maxes took over the Maxes. They have the ice cream in the Slurpee.
Ooh.
So you fill your Slurpee quarter way, throw in a layer of ice cream, another layer of Slurpee, ice cream Slurpee. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good.
Good stuff.
So good. 7-Eleven, you need to get on board with that because that is.
That's what I was wondering too. What was that store called before Circle K? And you mentioned it.
Max.
It was Max.
Yep.
Right? It was that owl.
Yeah, it kind of looked like an owl.
It kind of looked like an owl.
It was a weird.
I actually missed that. Max. I'm like.
We had Circle K years and years ago, I believe, before Max, and then they went away, and now they're back.
Now they're back.
So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, they got the ice cream and the Slurpee.
Well, it's just like the recent news I was reading too. They're bringing back Zellers. If you heard about that. I heard that.
Actually, right? I read that.
They're bringing back Zellers.
That's crazy.
All our
Zellers.
fellow Canadian people
the
in
sleeper
Canada,
agent. Like, where have they been for
10 years?
15 years? Like,
10 years.
How can they just resurrect from the ashes?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
And they replaced it with Target, but didn't even last long.
Target wasn't good. Prices sucked. Target.
I mean, when they brought Target, it still reminded me as a Zellers because of the color. It was red and
same
white,
color, yeah.
right? It was just
Same color.
still the same color. When you walked in the store, everything still looked the same. It
felt
looked
like
like
it,
Zellers.
yeah.
That's what it felt like.
It did.
But apparently it didn't succeed. So.
Well, their prices were not great. I mean, I went there first couple times, excited to go there.
Yeah.
Because in the States, Target is cheap. It's cheaper than Walmart, and so I was excited to go there. And you look at the prices, like really, it's $1 or $2 more, and it was noticeable. Like I'm not a price guy. Like I know prices ish.
Yeah.
And even I could tell the difference. I'm like, this is expensive. This is like, it's not cheap. It's not a discount store. So I'm like, why did they bother coming up here? So if they're just gonna try to be more expensive than Walmart, rather go to Walmart.
That's true.
At that point, so
yeah.
But Zeller's coming back. That's crazy. That's gonna be. We'll see how that goes.
See how that goes.
For
yeah.
Because Walmart's got the market cornered. I mean, Walmart's everywhere. You know? If you got a Walmart in your city, you're on the map.
Yes.
Same with like Costco.
Well, Walmart is one of my favorite store.
Yeah, Walmart's great. There's so much there.
Well, before Walmart, it used to be called Walco.
What's that?
Walco?
Because I thought Walco.
Or Kmart.
There was Kmart. Yeah, maybe it was Kmart that. Yeah, that morphed
it was
into
Walco,
Walmart.
And then it became.
Walco closed out. I remember that.
Yeah, Walco.
Closed
and then out. Kmart, and then it became Walmart.
Okay.
So.
Look at this guy. He knows his history.
Yeah, well, I was young when all of these things were changing. A lot of these things were changing in mid 90s, actually.
Yeah, it was, I think, early 90s for Woolco. I remember as a kid
90s.
going to the closeout sale of Woolco. Went with my mom, probably my brothers at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember going on the last day and getting stuff. So
yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah. It's been good old days, man.
Yeah.
Good old days.
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else you got there, Ro.
I don't know. I mean, this is awesome. This is our first time doing a podcast together. Like
how did it go? How do you think it went? It went okay. For our first podcast.
I think so.
It went okay.
It went okay. I mean, hopefully everybody else likes it too. I mean, this is our humble beginning.
Yeah.
And as you can see,
very first one.
Yeah.
We're in my. Should we tell them where we are?
Yeah, I mean.
Where are we? So we're in my garage, guys.
In the garage.
This is garage door.
Exactly. I mean, look at this. Right. So this is our humble beginning. So over time, it will get better.
It'll get better.
It'll get better. So.
We'll get some more groove going on, and we gotta get some jokes going. Let us know what you guys think of it, right? Like
let it know.
How to go? How'd you guys like it? What do you like? What you don't like? Also, we more want to know what you don't like. That helps us to.
Let us know how we can improve on this. I mean, we've seen other podcasters. I mean, there's a lot of them that are simple, and then there's a lot of them that's just looks so grand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they got a huge studio.
Got
a car in their studio. A big couch. We want to get there, guys. We want to get the big couch. I'd love to get a car in here that's not my.
Exactly.
Not my Mazda, right?
Exactly. I mean, look we only got one microphone. We're sharing. But
right.
soon.
Sharing's okay.
Soon we'll have two. We'll get there. We'll get there. So.
Yep.
Other than that, you have anything else to add?
Well, I think it wraps it up for this video, guys. We don't want to keep it too long. Let us know. Try to keep these videos reasonable length and informative, interesting, fun to listen to, kind of thing. So, and then
but other than that,
keep growing.
Yeah. Well, if you like this video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Until next time, we'll see you again.